Weather. There are different kinds of weather. This weather chart shows you some of them. There can be sunny days, partly cloudy, rainy, snowy, sleeting, stormy, lightning, thunder, hailing, windy, or foggy days. And sometimes we have days where there's more than one type of weather. We live in Florida, which means that we live in a subtropical area. We have lots of warm and sunny days here, followed by lots of thunderstorms in the summer. We don't get to experience all of the types of weather that there are because of our location. So let's take a look at some of the different kinds of weather and what they might look like. In Florida, we do have lots of sunny days. Sunny days happen when the sun is shining bright in the sky and lighting up our earth. Windy days happen, and they could happen along with a sunny day or a rainy day. Wind is a different type of weather that causes things to blow around, including laundry and trees, and sometimes even garbage cans. Cloudy days often make us feel gloomy inside. Cloudy days are when the sun is hidden by clouds. Stormy days happen when the clouds get completely filled with water and they are ready to pour that water back onto the ground. Storm clouds look different than regular clouds because they are dark and they look heavy. Rain happens when clouds get too full of water. Then the rain, or the water in the clouds, falls back down to the ground. If we lived in a cold area and the storm clouds were full, when that rain fell back down to the ground, it would turn into a snowfall instead of a rainfall. And this would cause a snowy day. Thunder and lightning are another type of weather that we could experience. Thunder is what you hear during a storm, and lightning is what you see. There is also some very strong weather that can happen sometimes. These are storms like a snowstorm, which could be caused by a blizzard or lots of snowy days in a row. As you can see in these pictures, the snow has made it impossible for cars to drive and people to go anywhere because it has covered everything. Another type of strong weather is a tornado. A tornado is caused by a circular motion happening in the sky. And when that circular motion comes down towards the ground, that creates a tornado. A tornado on water is called a waterspout. Another type of a strong storm is a hurricane. A hurricane is a storm that has lots of wind, lots of rain, and brings lots of devastation. Sometimes it causes flooding, sometimes it causes damage. But the thing about a hurricane is that we know ahead of time if a hurricane is coming. So we have time to prepare and get to a safe place and to make our houses ready so that we will be safe in a hurricane. Temperature is something else that we look at when we're thinking about the weather. We use a tool called a thermometer to measure the temperature. The thermometer has a red line, which is usually made out of mercury. This red line goes up and down depending on what the temperature is. When there is a high temperature, that is when we feel hot outside. The temperature or the line on the thermometer would go up towards the sky, and that would tell us that the temperature is high. When the temperature is low, the line on the thermometer goes down towards the bottom. The lower the thermometer is, the lower the temperature is, which means the colder it feels outside. When we're reading the thermometer or reading the temperature, sometimes we see it written in numbers. Right here you see an arrow pointing to 73, and right behind 73 there is a tiny little circle. Can you see it? That is how we read the temperature. So when we read the temperature, we say it is 73 degrees. That little circle means that we add degrees to what we're saying. So the temperature in New York on this particular day would be 73 degrees, which would be not a cold day and not a warm day, kind of in between. A weather journal is a way that you can keep track of the weather. So for the rest of this week, we will be keeping track of our weather in a weather journal. Your weather observations can happen when you either have a piece of paper that you record on or that you keep track of things on. So this is a weather observation sheet that you can choose to use. It will be with the assignment on Teams. And you can go to each day and draw a picture of the type of weather that is happening for that day so that you can keep track of what it is. And then in the bottom, I've put a spot where you can write what the temperature is that day. You will also have a way to do this on your Nearpod presentation.